بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Our talk today will be focused on the month of Rajab. The month of Rajab is the 7th month on the Islamic calendar. It is one of the 4 sacred months on the Islamic calendar, and they are Rajab, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, and Muharram. So month 7, 11, 12, and 1. These 4 months, as mentioned in the Quran, are sacred. Why? You might ask yourself. Number 1, because fighting is prohibited, is forbidden in these 4 months unless the enemy starts it. So if the enemy fights Muslims, so the Muslims are under obligation to fight back. Otherwise, it is forbidden to start any fighting during these 4 months that I have mentioned: Rajab, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, and Muharram. So number 1, because fighting is prohibited during these 4 months. Number 2, because transgressing the sacred limits during these 4 months are more grievous than at other times. Hence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbids us to commit sin during these 4 months. In particular, so committing sin is prohibited in general, and in these 4 months in particular, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Tawbah, so do not wrong yourselves during them. فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِيهِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. Which means we should do our best not to commit sin in these 4 months. Because if we do, so we are wronging ourselves. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran. So committing sin during these 4 months is more emphatically prohibited. However, I want to emphasize few points here. Every year in Rajab, people share messages about this month and making all sorts of claims that are baseless. When I say baseless, meaning that there is no authentic hadith to back up those claims. For example, they would say there is a particular prayer that you have to offer on the 27th day of Rajab. At night, you pray this number of rak'ahs, and in each rak'ah, this particular surah. There is no authentic hadith by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to that effect. So that is an innovation. Again, some people believe that it is sunnah to fast Rajab. Again, there is no hadith showing that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to fast Rajab. In fact, Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu used to warn people against fasting Rajab, because he said that this is an act of jahiliyyah, because that is something that was practiced in the period before Islam, the jahiliyyah period. And Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, the prominent scholar, mentioned that there is no single authentic hadith that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam fasted Rajab and Sha'ban and Ramadan consecutively. There is no authentic hadith. And also there is no single authentic hadith that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam fasted the month of Rajab. Because some people say that, oh, I fasted the whole month of Rajab, as if that is something that was done by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some people would give out charity in Rajab, thinking that, this is something that probably Prophet Muhammad has done. No. Or going for Umrah in Rajab. In fact, what we know is that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam performed 4 Umrahs, and all those 4 Umrahs were performed in the month of Dhul Qa'dah, the 11th month. All right? And not in Rajab. You can fast. Like, for example, if you are used to fasting Mondays and Thursdays, or the 3 white days, 13th, 14th, and 15th, even in Rajab you can do that. But what we are trying to say here is that do not associate a particular act of worship to Rajab, thinking that this is something performed or done by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So again, to wrap it up, Rajab is one of the 4 sacred months on the Islamic calendar. Rajab, Dhul Qa'dah, Dhul Hijjah, and Muharram. There are 4 of them. These 4 months are sacred in the sense that we desist from committing sin in these 4 months in particular. We should avoid sin in all months of the year, but in particular these 4 months, because of the sacred nature of these 4 months. However, there are certain acts of worship that people perform in these 4 months, including Rajab, thinking that it is part of Sunnah. We are saying that there is no authentic hadith regarding those acts of worship in Rajab, be it fasting or special prayers and so on and so forth. May Allah help us understand the deen, and thank you very much for your kind attention, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.